everyone, welcome to Science. So we're going to be exploring more about butterflies and learning more about them. Before we stopped going to school, we were starting to learn about butterflies, and unfortunately, we weren't able to see a real caterpillars turn into butterflies because we had to leave school. But I have a surprise. I actually bought some caterpillars so that we can watch them grow and become butterflies. Now, the caterpillars, they haven't come yet. They're not here yet. I'm still waiting for them to come. So once the caterpillars come, I'll make another video and I will show you the whole process of putting them in their net because they have to live in a little net. That's their home. So that's very exciting. I can't wait to show that with you and share that with you and see how the caterpillars grow and turn into butterflies. Very cool. So I'm sharing the screen because I want to show you some pictures of some butterflies. So here's one butterfly. It's so beautiful. It's orange. Wow, look at this it has big wings like a bird. What do you think the wings help that butterfly do? Yeah, they help them fly, just like how birds do, like how birds have wings and it helps them fly. So do butterflies. Other insects too have wings, like flies, mosquitoes. Here's some other butterflies. Wow, these are different colors. So I know that butterflies come in different colors, right? They're not all the same colors. So here's other butterflies. And they're on some flowers. I know that they like to eat the nectar inside the flower. Wow. Very cool. Let me share a different screen with you. Share screen. Is it going to be the same one? Hold on. Let's see if it works. All right. So here's other butterflies too. So many different colors. Yellow, there's orange, blue. This blue one is beautiful. They're always on plants. Wow, there's one in the garden right here. Wow, there's a whole bunch of butterflies flying in the sky. That's pretty cool. So I have a book that I want to share with you. I want to read to you about butterflies. But before we get into that, I want to do a KWL chart with you guys. And you guys can pull this up in Seesaw and do this activity as well. So let me pull it up and I'm going to fill out what I know, K, what I want to know, W, and then L, what I learned. I'm not going to fill that part out yet because we haven't learned anything new information, right? So let me pull up the KWL chart on Seesaw so you know where to find it too. So let me stop the share. I'm going to share a new screen. Let's see. Who's here? Is this one? Here it is. Here it is. All right, guys. Thank you for being so patient. All right, so once you're on the Seesaw page, you're going to find the title that says KWL chart. So once you find it, and here's the chart right here, that's how it looks like, you're going to add response. Find your name, of course. And then this is where you're going to type what you already know about butterflies, what you want to know about butterflies, and what you learned about butterflies. So I'm going to start with the K column of what I already know about butterflies. And what do I already know about butterflies? I know that they come in different colors, right? Our butterflies, they're not all the same colors. We saw the pictures of all the different colored butterflies. So we know that butterflies are different colors. I'm going to write different colors. I'm going to Uh-oh. See, I think I need to, before I start typing, I need to move this to the center or where I want it to go so that it can move and be in the right place. So they have, what did I say? Oh, yeah, they have different colors. Let's see, and then once I'm done with that, I can click the T again. So I have a new text box. Oh, where did it go? Let's do it again. And I'm going to move it over here. Is it not going to let me move it? There it is. All right, and then I can, let's see, what other things do I know about about butterflies already. I know that they like flowers, right? Because a lot of the pictures that I showed you, the butterflies were on flowers. So I'm gonna write likes flowers. Remember, we don't have to write, when we're filling out a KWL chart, we don't have to write a full sentence, just some words to describe what we already know or what we want to know. It's like a list writing. And I can do another. Do I know something else about butterflies? I know that they eat nectar. That's in the middle of the flower. So they eat nectar. Oops. Nectar. Oh, wait. See, I didn't move it to the correct place. Ah! I need to move it first, and then I can write. Because it's not going to let me move it after I write it. Eat from the nectar. All right. Do I know anything else about butterflies? I know that they fly, right? They have wings. We saw that in the picture too. So they have wings. Have is a sight word. Oh, look, I didn't do it. I see, I did it again. I didn't move it to where I want it to be. There you go. Have wings. And I think that's pretty much what I know about butterflies. That's pretty much it. So now I'm going to go to my next column. What I want to know about butterflies. Let's see. What's something I want to know about butterflies? What do I want to learn? I want to know how do they eat the nectar? So how are they able to eat the food from the flower? So how do they eat? I'll do another one. Oh, I can move it. Oh. All right. I'm gonna do. See, what else do I want to know? What else do I want to know about butterflies? I want to know, where do they live? Where do they live? Do they only live in Virginia? Do I only see butterflies in Virginia? Or are they in different parts of the world? Are they in different parts of the country too? Or are they only in the United States of America? That's what I want to know. Where do they live? And I'm going to do one more. Let's see, what other questions do I have? What do I want to know about butterflies? Oh, I want to know more about their life cycle, because I just know that they start as caterpillars, but what happens after that? So I want to know more about their life cycle. So I'm going to write life cycle. So I want to know what happens after they become a caterpillar. They can't just be a caterpillar and then boom, butterfly. They have to go through a process, right? That's what I think. Because when we learned about the life cycle of a frog, they weren't just a tadpole and a frog. They had to be a tadpole, then a froglet, then they could be a frog. So I know there's something else in that life cycle that they go through. So that's what I want to know about. And then the L, what I have learned, remember, we're not going to do that just yet because we haven't read a book about butterflies. We haven't done any learning yet. We've just been writing down what we already know, our schema about butterflies and what we want to know too. So I'm going to, what am I doing? So I'm going to read you a book, and I found this book on Epic. Oh, why does it do that? All right, sure. I found this book on Epic. Excuse me. And you guys can access Epic too at home. I sent your parents information on how to log in. So I just typed in butterflies here in the search bar. If you guys want to read this book again, you know where to find it. So I just typed butterflies in the search bar, and then I clicked on the third book, Butterflies. I'm going to read it. And I'm going to make it bigger so you guys can see. All right. So let's get started. Let's read about butterflies. Hello, butterflies. Wow, the butterfly up and close and personal. Wow, it kind of looks like a bumblebee, a little bit. Those big eyes and that huge antenna. He's on a flower. Hold on, let me see if this works. Okay. Sorry, guys. There you go. All right. So butterflies are flying bugs. They live on trees. They live in grassy places. Butterflies like to be warm. So if they like to be warm, they must not live in cold places. They must live in places that are warm. They live on trees and live on grassy places. Very cool. Butterflies have 6 legs and 4 wings. Wow, 6 legs? How many legs do we have? 1, 2, we have 2 legs, and they have 4 wings. They have antennae on their heads. So this big long line right here looks like a big, kind of like a big string maybe. It's called an antenna. So they have antennas on their head. And they have 4 wings and 6 legs. That's a lot of legs. Butterfly wings are soft. Many butterfly wings are pretty colors. Wow, so here the wings up close, and they're actually soft. And they come in many different colors, just like the ones that we saw earlier. Butterflies eat nectar from flowers. The nectars taste sweet. So here's a flower, and in the middle of the flower, there's nectar. And that's what butterflies like to eat. They like to eat the nectar because it tastes really sweet. It probably tastes sweet like candy. Baby butterflies are called caterpillars. Oh, look at this caterpillar. It's a baby butterfly. So they're not butterflies just yet. They're called caterpillars. It does not even look like a butterfly. There's no wings. I don't see the full legs. I don't even see the eye. Wow. Looks completely different from a butterfly. They come out of eggs. Then they become butterflies. Oh, so they have to be an egg first, and then they become butterflies. So when I get my butterflies in the mail, they're not going to be butterflies just yet. They're going to look like this. They're going to look like caterpillars. They're going to be caterpillars. So that's how the caterpillars are going to look like. Butterflies fly from flower to flower. They look for food, and then they find a mate. So they find like a mommy butterfly or a daddy butterfly to have baby butterflies, to have caterpillars. So they fly from flower to flower to find nectar. Goodbye, butterflies. Wow. Ooh, look at the pictures, and I spy. Do you remember what these are called? We use them in writing when we draw our pictures. Did you say labels? Ding, ding, ding. Good job. These are labels. So here are pictures of butterflies, and then there's labels for their different body parts. So over here, this says eye, and it's pointing to his eye. Wow, his eye looks very unique. It's just very dark. And then here is a proboscis. So this curly thing right here, that's called a proboscis. Oops, I wonder what that's for. And then here are the hind legs. Here's his legs and his abdominum. That means his belly. That's his belly. Let's look at this butterfly over here. So over here, those are his antennae. And then here's his forewings, so his front wings, and then his hind wings, his back wings. And over here, you see his scales. So butterflies, they have scales like fish. I didn't know they had scales. Wow. And then here are all the words that you might not know. They're found in a dictionary. So this is called a dictionary. And words like antenna, if you don't know what an antenna means, the dictionary says it's a body part that helps a bug feel or smell things. So if we look at the picture of the butterfly right here, when we look at the label antenna, this actually helps him smell and feel things. Wow. It's pretty cool. And then caterpillars are the names for the baby butterflies when they look like worms. They do, right? They do look like little worms, but these are baby butterflies. But we don't call them baby butterflies. We call them caterpillars. And then a mate is when another animal finds another animal to have babies with. And then nectar is a sweet liquid that flowers make. That's what butterflies eat. They eat the nectar from the flower because it's really sweet. It might taste like candy to them. Who knows? And we are all done with this book. Wow. I just learned a lot of things about butterflies. And I'm going to fill out my chart. So let me take you to the Zoom. Not the Zoom, I'm sorry. Let me take you to the seesaw activity. So let me share my screen. Go share. All right. So we already filled out what I already know, what we want to know, and what I've learned. So press the T. Let's see, what did I learn? Let's look over here on the what I want to know column to see if I can answer those questions. So how do they eat? I remember they eat, the book didn't really say how they eat, but we saw a long line, like a long line coming out of its nose, like a long, it kind of looked like a stick coming out of its nose. I wonder if that's how they eat, but I'm not gonna write that yet because I didn't learn that much information about it. So where do they live? Ooh, I remember they live in places where it's warm. Remember, they like warm places. They don't like to live in places that are cold. So they live in warm places. Live in warm places. And they live in trees and grass. That's what I also read. I'm gonna make another text box. So live in trees and grass. What's something else? So the life cycle, the book didn't really talk about the life cycle. That'll be for another day, actually. But I haven't learned anything about the life cycle yet. I just know that I remember reading from the book that they start as caterpillars, right? Baby butterflies are called caterpillars. So baby butterflies are called caterpillars. And I also learned that they come out of eggs, right? Or they lay eggs. I have to go back and look for that. I'll fill that in later. But oops. So I actually learned a pretty pretty good amount of new information. I also learned from the book that they have antenna, and I'm going to try my best to spell it, to help them feel and smell. I remember that. The big things right here, antenna, it helps them feel and smell. Oh, and I can't. Can I move this over? There you go. I might have to make it smaller, but there. And then I'm all done. And you can always add more information too. You don't have to add this. You don't have to add the same things I wrote. I want you to think of different things too. So I can't wait to see your KWL chart about butterflies. See you soon. Oh, and hopefully next time when we meet for science, the caterpillars will be here. I can't wait. See you soon. Let's stop. Okay, stop recording. Bye, guys.